I'm here today. I'm going to cook up a quick and easy meal idea. Guys, if you're Jamaican, we love to do this in Jamaica, right? I have here some rice. I've already taken it out. I'm just going to wash it. Just put it on the stove. So guys, this is our rice. I'm placing on the stove. I'm hearing that noise because I've already turned the flame on. Guys, I was cooking rice in that pot. A girlfriend of mine was here and I was cooking lunch just for me and her. And she turned to me and said, what are you doing with the egg pot? Are you cooking rice in that egg pot? Guys, it's me alone, yes? It's me alone, guys. I live alone. And I'm not cooking for the week. I'm just probably cooking rice maybe for 3 days or 3 days max. Maybe 2 days, right? I don't like to cook for the entire week either, guys. I like to eat as fresh as possible. So I've added some salt and I'm going to go ahead and add some margarine to this rice. Let us stir. And then we're going to cover this. That's it. And guys, I'm just remembering. She then said to me, why don't you use a rice cooker? Guys, I'm cooking rice for one person. Why would I need a rice cooker, right? Hi CJ, hi Silver Cream, how are you doing? How are you doing this evening or this afternoon? Where I am, it's after 3 p.m. Yes, I've just put it, I just whip up a Easter spice bun, and that is already in the oven. And what I'm doing right now is just to cook a quick and easy, very, very simple dinner. I'm steaming some rice. Yes, without the rice cooker, guys. I don't need rice cooker to cook rice. Guys, I'm sorry to say, if you have a rice cooker, that's all fine. But guys, as far as I'm concerned, cooking for one person, I don't need to put on a rice cooker. It's persons who don't know how to cook will do this, especially if you're cooking for one person. I understand if you're cooking in bulk and say you're cooking for an event, or maybe you're cooking for maybe about 10 or 12 persons and you're not sure, or even if, maybe you have a restaurant, or, there's an event, maybe a family gathering, and you're expecting maybe around 25 persons, 30 persons, you want to use a rice cooker, right? Guys, I can cook. Oh, I don't need a rice cooker. This year, my friend says, hey, why are you using the egg pot? Guys, I don't need more than this. Yes, I live alone. Oh my goodness. Guys, when I took it out, it just came back to me. So with this, if you are Jamaican and maybe even Caribbean, you will love this product. This is our Grace Jack mackerel, and this is what I'll be preparing today in tune or in connection with the Lent season. I'm trying to go meatless. I'm also going to be adding some baked beans to this, right? So come along with me, guys. as I boogie along and cook my dinner. This meal is going to be ready in 15 minutes. Quick and easy. Very, very quick and easy meal idea. I have here my pot that I'm going to use. And just to make it, quick, I'm not even going to take out my chopping board, but I'm going to be just cutting up my veggies in this pot, adding my oil and just dropping it on the stove, right? Quick and easy today, 15 minutes and I am done, right? Very, very quick and easy dinner. So this here I'm cutting up some pieces of bell pepper, right? So if you want to avoid meat, and if you're looking for a meal idea that you can prepare over this Lent season, then this one is a very good idea, especially if you're trying to do it like really quick. So really fast, 15-minute meal, guys. 15 minutes, we'll be serving this up. So this is my onion. I'm just gonna cut a few pieces of onion off this one. I'm not using the chopping board, guys. I'm trying to minimize the amount of things I have to wash. I just washed a whole lot of stuff because I had used some stuff when I was baking my bun, when I was putting my ingredients together for the bun. So I'm sort of doing it lazy. I'm just cutting everything by hand and not on the board as I usually do. But that's quite fine. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my stove on in the meantime. So by the time I put this on, it will be really, really hot and ready to go. Yes, so cutting up. This is I'm cutting up some garlic, right? These persons always call me when I'm on live. Oh, I'm on live, I can't talk to you. Yes. Always trying to talk to me when I'm on live. Can you imagine? Okay, this is just the regular long grain white rice. Yes, it's just the regular rice. No, I'm not cooking any jollof. Just regular rice. Just regular long grain rice with a little salt and a tubes of margarine. We're going very, very simple today. So here I have cut my veggies. I'm just going to add a little bit of vegetable oil just to saute this, and I'm going to add this to the stove. Cover back my buckle and slide it back in. And guys, my rice is bubbling away on the stove. I'll let you see what is going on over here. Okay. I'm going to give this a quick stir. And I'm also going to reduce the heat over there. I'm just going to turn this down. I'll cook jollof rice one day, definitely before I go back to work. And then you guys can tell me if I get it right. Yes, it's not my culture. The jollof rice it's not my culture. So then you'll be the judge of that one. Tell me if I get it right when I do it. Put this back on the heat. And then I'm going to cover my pot and I'm gonna leave that to cook. Coming back over this side, guys, I like to wash my cans before I open them. So I'm gonna wash this off a bit, and then I'm gonna open my tin. Real simple, nice and simple dinner idea. If you want to be quick in the kitchen, you come home after a very exhausting day on the road or a very exhausting day at work. This one is a very, very good meal idea for you. Okay. We're sauteing some veggies here, garlic, onions, and bell pepper. And to this, we're going to open and add our braised jack mackerel. Simple meal in no time. So we're going to add our jack mackerel. Wow, we have 3 big juicy chunks of mackerel there. Add a little water to the can. Turn that one out. And we're gonna cut these up in smaller pieces. These are 3 big chunks of mackerel. And then we're going to be adding our baked beans. Guys, this is seafood, so sometimes, you know, it can get a little raw. To remove the excess rawness, you can add some vinegar. Right here, I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of vinegar to this. Again, because it's seafood, I am also going to be adding some red chili peppers. I would like to also add some pasta sauce, right? This is optional, it's up to you, it's up to your taste, but I like to add pasta sauce to this. It's thick, it has a lot of tomato in it, and that's it. Not a lot, just a little. And guys, we're gonna mix this round and we're gonna leave it on the stove for it to simmer while the rice is being cooked. And voila, that's it, guys. Guys, I think this pot is small. So let me take my time to mix things around. And guys, for me, no matter what pepper I'm using, I have to add my grounded black pepper. So after adding my red chili flakes, I'm still going ahead and adding black pepper to this. I'll leave this on the stove for it to simmer while I check my rice. Right? So here's what's going on with the rice, guys. Here's what's going on with the rice. The rice is almost there. This will steam up maybe in the next 4 minutes. Now, a lot of people cook rice differently. Some people say when they put the rice in the pot, they just leave it to steam up. They don't stir it around. But I find that when I stir my rice around, then the rice cooks quicker. So I always like to stir my rice around. Okay? Then I'm going to just cover the pot with the lid. Leave it for about 4 minutes, and that would be it. While my bun is in the oven, guys, I'm going to go ahead and turn this down. I'm turning the temperature down to 300. So I reduced the temperature. The temperature was at, I believe, 370. Right, the recipe says 350, but with this oven, guys, I find that it's a bit slow, so I have to bump it up a bit because I had bumped it up so much, and I feel that I should reduce it. The bun has been baking now maybe for about 25 minutes or half an hour thereabout. So in the meantime, in between time, guys, I'm just putting back some of these things that I took out, like the veggies I don't need anymore, so I put them back. Guys, how are you? Guys, I am going to do I'm thinking of doing a discussion around life here in Canada, and the discussion will be centered around, is it working out for you, and do you consider going back home to your home country, wherever you're from? Do you consider going back home? Are you happy you made the move to Canada? And what are some of the things that or some of the reasons why you would consider moving back home after, sacrificing so much to be here and to be in this country. Guys, a lot of us have sacrificed much. I myself, I gave up my job, I gave up my country, beautiful, warm climate to come here, right? But a lot of us are considering going back home. Yes. And, I just want to have, just a very frank discussion on, what are the reasons, what are some of the challenges that us as immigrants face here, and what are some of the reasons why we would want to return back to our home country. I personally, for one, I am at a crossroads. Honestly, I am at a crossroads, and I have a decision to make. But for the person that I know myself to be, I don't give up very easily, right? I am a real fighter. I don't give up easily, guys. I'll go out and I'll push and I'll push and I'll try to make things work. Yes? But it comes to a point you have to make an assessment. Is it really working? Is this what you really want to do with the rest of your life? Is it what you want to do with the rest of your life? And so that discussion, I'm going to try and get some persons. I'm going to try and get some persons. Who is saying that if I'm cooking without fire? What kind of fire you want me to cook with? Yes, there's fire now. Let me show you. There is fire under this bottle. Look, there is fire. Let me show you. There. You see that red thing? That's fire. Oh, that's a lot of fire. That's a lot of fire going on. Yes, we're cooking with electric stove. We're cooking with electric stove. Yes, SKS. Cooking without fire. No, I'm not cooking without fire. It's an electric stove. That's what they give us to use in Canada here. Most of us anyway, most times. Back home, we're used to our gas stove, or, sometimes maybe, depending on where you live, maybe you want to use a kerosene oil, or even some people back home, they use their same electric stove. Yeah, they plug in and they go cook. Or maybe some wood fire or some charcoal, Any one of that is totally fine. Yes, we use whatever we have, and that's okay. Yeah. Yes, so guys, I'm gonna invite a few people, a few immigrants that I know, and I'm gonna try and see if I can not only to invite persons from my country, but persons from different areas of the world. Somebody from Africa, whatever nation, somebody from Jamaica, somebody from Asia, one of the Indian, or maybe somebody from the Philippines, or and I'm gonna try and see if I can make it a very, very, very interesting evening, guys. That should be a very interesting topic, right? So we're gonna try and be very, very frank about what our experience is here in Canada. All right, a lot of persons are leaving because of the cost of living. Let's be very frank, guys. The cost of living here in Canada is very high. And for some of us, when we do our assessment, it's higher than back home when we take everything into consideration, right? The reality is food is expensive everywhere you go. But there are some things that we don't have to be bothered with back home. The tax rate here is crazy. That's for one. So that's a disadvantage, right? Because we're paying so many taxes. Now, back in my country, I'm accustomed to paying some of these taxes, like property taxes and so on. A lot of immigrants, they are not, especially persons who are from Africa, continent of Africa, where they have these vast land spaces and they have their land. They're not accustomed to paying a mortgage and having to be paying property tax. They're not accustomed to this. So, it takes a while. It takes some getting used to. Guys, I'm going for my plate. Oh. I'm going for my plate because I believe my rice is done. My rice is cooked. This is how quick and easy this meal idea is, guys. Some people are into tin food, some people are not. Some people are allergic to any form of tin food, guys. But if you like fish, yes, and you don't mind the tin food, this idea, trust me, guys, it's very, very easy, very simple, and quick. Yes, very, very quick. I'm looking for my spoon, guys. But this one, you really don't have to worry too much about time. You just put in your ingredients, put on your rice, and you leave it and then come back. It will be cooked. Looking on our rice, guys, our rice is done. Our rice is done. So we're ready to dish up. We're gonna close this one. We're gonna leave it on the stove. So dishing up our mackerel and our beans. Guys, dinner is ready in a jiffy, guys, and I'm so hungry because I just had some porridge, guys, and some bread for breakfast. Guys, my dinner is all done. Guys, look at this. Just plain rice and mackerel, guys, with some baked beans for extra protein and taste. So I'm going to dip in my dinner. This is our great chunky mackerel, rice and beans, guys. Look at it. It's a bit hot. Guys, it is divine. The mackerel is just chunky and nice, guys. It's so good. So good, guys. Yes, it's really good. Guys, I'm gonna leave you, but I'm gonna come back a little later on because I need to finish my food, okay? I am hungry. So thanks for staying with me, and I'll see you again soon. Okay? Bye bye.